The news starts now. AM 1240 and 95.3 FM. WJON.
Good morning. I'm Jim Maurice. It's 8:05. It's 33 right now. Your WJON Weather Eye forecast coming up in a few minutes after the news. Our news this hour brought to you by WJON Medical. Sauk Rapids City Council will have a special meeting tonight. On their agenda, they've got a public hearing to extend the orderly annexation agreement with Minden Township. The 2022, the city entered into an agreement with the township. That agreement valid through 2025. The extension is largely the same as the original, broken down into 5 different zones. However, one zone's all been annexed and no longer needs to be a part of the agreement. The city also has agreed to annex some properties near the high school that have become islands in the city. The structure of the Joint Planning Board will stay the same. The new agreement is for 25 years, previous one 23 years. The town board approved the agreement earlier this month. The Office of Administrative Hearings in St. Paul has the final approval. St. Cloud area kids able to take part in a educational camp on Saturday. St. Cloud State University held the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Camp in Brown Hall from 9:30 to 12:30. It was the 4th monthly STEAM camp, and each one has a project in all 4 areas for the kids to do. Camp director Alana Curtis-Nair says the day camp is a good way for kids to see if they want to do an overnight camp in the summer and to experience SCSU.
And this is a really great way for them to come on a Saturday morning and just get to experience the SCSU life, get to see a lab, get to see a classroom, get to be on campus and make that connection and have a little bit of science fun.
She says the overnight camps take place in the 3rd and 4th week of June, and there's a camp for 3rd and 4th graders, 5th and 6th graders, and 7th and 8th graders. Kids also got to do an art project on Saturday's camp, trying to make an airtight igloo out of marshmallows. There's concerns that small refinery exemptions could ramp up during President Trump's second term. Minnesota Biofuels Association Executive Director Brian Werner suggests the first Trump administration abused the SRE program.
We have a lot of concern that there will be a reprise of giving out small refinery exemptions to large oil companies to release them from their blending obligations.
Small refinery exemptions are temporary waivers that the EPA can grant to petroleum refineries that produce less than 75,000 barrels of crude oil daily. The CEO of the Minnesota Beef Council reflecting on a year of strong demand. Kelly Schmidt says 2024 has been healthy for the cattle business. He says the council considers socioeconomic and preference factors when marketing beef.
Kind of as we look back on 2024, and what we try to do is we want to make sure that we're just staying in front of consumers when they make their food choices. And obviously it's not just that simple. There's a lot of things to consider.
Schmidt says taste and convenience are 2 big factors when consumers choose beef. Just in time for the holidays, Mega Millions jackpot keeps growing. The estimated jackpot for tomorrow night's drawing now $740 million, or about $342 million if you take the cash option. It's the 8th largest jackpot in the game's history. It's been rolling since it was last won in September. Mega Millions jackpot only has been won 3 times this year. So far, the fewest won in any single year since the game began. Tickets are sold in 45 states, Washington, D.C., and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Drawings are at 10 p.m. on Tuesdays and Fridays. WJON News Time's coming up on 8:09. It's 33 this morning. News this hour brought to you by WJON Medical. Your WJON Weather Eye forecast is on the way next.
WJON weather.
For St. Cloud and for Clear Lake, cloudy and mild today, 35 for a high. West wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tonight, cloudy, 21 overnight. West wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, 50% chance we'll see some light snow later in the day. Cloudy and 24. Northwest wind at 10 to 15. And the extended forecast Wednesday, partly cloudy and 17. On Thursday, a 55% chance that we could see some more snow. 24 for a high on Thursday. And then Friday, cloudy and 16 for a high. WJON News Time's coming up at 8:11. It's 33 this morning. For more St. Cloud area news, check out the WJON mobile app. It's brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant. Jim Maurice, WJON.
All right, Jim, what's coming up at 8:30?
New business in Sartell had a sneak peek over the weekend. We'll tell you about that coming up at the bottom of the hour.
All right, Jim, thank you. 8:11, joined now by Kevin from the Boot Shack. Hey, Kevin, good morning.
Hey, Jay. Happy Monday.
You too. And you've got, we're just over a week away from Christmas. People that are doing some last-second shopping, you've got some deals over at the Boot Shack.
There's a small company that called Rod Patrick Boots, and he's a guy that's been in the boot business his whole life, and he makes boots close and snug fitting to the last. So they fit close and they fit snug. So you have to fit people to a T, otherwise you don't sell them. Well, it's something that you don't see anywhere. You'll never see on any billboards, or like if anybody watched the National Finals Rodeo this last 10 days, these guys are, how, Jay, you see these guys where they got all these stickers plastered on their vest. You've seen that, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, they're advertisements.
Yep, you'll never see a Rod Patrick sticker. So it's a small company that the boots fit close, and they fit the way they used to make them years ago. And we do very well with Rod Patricks. We have them made up in all different sizes and widths. In fact, we talked about that this fall. This summer, they made up 2 pair of boots, only ones in the country, for 2 young lads. One pair was for a local guy, 19B, 19 bedding. The second pair was a 20B for another local guy. So we have them all on sale this week. We have them in men's and ladies, and like I said, it's the pinnacle of how cowboy boots are made in the industry. We have them all on sale this week. All the cowhides are $50 off, and all the exotics are $100 off. So Jay, when you look at all these sizes and widths we have in these, and you say, why do we go through this? The young lad is standing at the counter over the weekend. He comes in wearing his 12 double E's boots that he got at the farm store, and we measure his feet, and he's got 14B feet. You fit the arch of the foot and the waist of the foot instead of the toes. And he stands there at the counter with his new boots on, and he says, maybe now, he said, I can already feel the difference. He said, maybe now, when I go to bed every night, my hip isn't going to hurt so bad. Just think, Jay, what people go through every day in their lifetime, that they think that's just how it is. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, it's one of those things. You just deal with the pain and the discomfort.
And people don't know any better. They think, well, I'm getting older. I just think that's, they just have to accept that. It's your foundation, that's everything. So that's why we do all these sizes and widths. So, boy, when you look at, putting a smile on somebody's face, for Christmas this year, give them the gift of comfort. And the fit socks, you've had them, Jay.
Oh, yeah, they're fantastic. It's nice to be able to have socks that fit.
Merino wool, it's a finer grade of merino wool than anybody else's socks, and they fit better. They fit the toe, they fit the heel, they fit the ankle. They come in different sizes and widths, men's and ladies. How about the Jay Caldwell special? You do 3 pair, and the 4th one's half off for you boys, or you get 4 pair, the 5th one's free. What do you think?
That sounds like a pretty good deal. I like that, Kevin.
Bring your Polaroid along. You'll get a picture next to the Jay Caldwell life-size cardboard cutout.
Right, yeah, exactly. All right, hey, Kevin, if people want to find you at the Boot Shack, how can they do that?
Yeah, we're down on Roosevelt Road. Same building as Shooters in the back half. I think Jay's got a Santa hat on right now in the shack.
That's right,
I'm not
yes.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely very festive. All right, Kevin, you have a great day.
Have a dandy day, Jay.
That's Kevin from the Boot Shack. Find him just off Roosevelt Road, just behind Shooters. Gail Cruikshank from GSDC joins me next.